In 1719, a Comanche tribe resides in the northern Great Plains. One morning, a young woman named Naru dreams of becoming a great hunter, practicing throwing axes against a tree in the forest, with her dog Sari by her side. She notices some paw prints on the ground and tracks them to find a deer. She decides to hunt it down, but a rumbling sound causes the deer to flee. Naru and Sari start to chase it. She throws her axe at it, but it hits a tree instead. When she retrieves it, the deer is gone, only to discover that Sari's tail is caught in a bear trap. Naru manages to free him and applies some herbal remedies to his tail. Just then, she hears the same sound again coming from the sky, so she goes to the cliff to investigate, where she sees a mysterious ship flying through the clouds. Believing it to be the Thunderbird, Naru informs her brother Taabe that this is a sign for her to join the upcoming big hunt for their tribe as a rite of passage for hunters. However, her brother believes she is not ready. Naru then returns to her camp, where her mother Aruka questions her why she wants to hunt when she's great at many other things. Naru explains it's because everyone believes she can't. Meanwhile, a ship drops a highly evolved alien known as the Predator, cloaking itself before brutally killing a snake. Back at the tribe, Naru learns that a member named Puhi has been taken by a lion, and the hunters set out to find him. She decides to follow them and wants to join, but the men refuse to let her come along. Taabe comes to her defense, suggesting that she might be helpful as she is skilled in tracking and medicine. Naru leads everyone to follow the tracks and finds Puhi, who is injured but alive. Naru immediately tends to his wounds with herbs and feeds him some orange flowers to help cool his blood, while the others build a stretcher. The hunting party prepares to take Puhi back, but Taabe decides to stay and continue searching for the lion. Naru wants to join him, suspecting that if Puhi is still alive, there might be something larger than a lion out there, but Taabe refuses and insists that she leave. On the way back, Naru discovers a skinned snake and a very large unusual footprint, unlike any she has seen before. While the other men believe it's from a large bear, Naru is skeptical and decides to warn Tabi. The party sends Paka to go with her. Soon after, they find Tabi, and Naru tells him about what she has found, but he also believes it's from a bear and insists on hunting the lion first. Naru suggests setting a trap and taking positions in trees. Taabe places the bait, while Naru and Paka climb up to wait for the lion. Suddenly, the lion appears and viciously pulls down Paka, killing him. Then, it approaches Naru, who defends herself with her spear and slowly backs away. At that moment, she's distracted by a loud roar, giving the lion a chance to attack her. She falls and is knocked out. Naru wakes up in the camp where Aruka informs her that Taabe had carried her back and Puhi survived because of her medicine, suggesting that hunting may not be her strength. Just then, Taabe returns with the lion's body, and a ceremony is held in his honor, making him the new war chief. Naru finds Taabe and insists that she wants to hunt because she believes there is something else out there, but Taabe refuses, reminding her of her failed attempt. The next day, Naru sets off to track down the predator along with Sari. She finds green blood on trees and large footprints. Naru attempts to hunt, but each time she retrieves her axe, the prey is gone. She comes up with an idea to make a rope out of wood skins and ties it to the axe, allowing her to throw it and retrieve it quickly. They then continue the search. Not far away, the predator comes across a wolf and attacks it. The wolf charges toward him but gets killed. The predator then rips out the wolf's skull and spine before burning the head down to the skull and wearing it around its belt like a trophy. It then hears Sari barking and cloaks itself. After a while, Naru is shocked to discover a field of skinned buffalo and wonders what could have done this. She finds a cigar but doesn't recognize what it is. She continues walking and sees claw marks on a tree. As she goes to investigate, she falls into a swamp and begins to sink. She throws her axe at a tree to try to hook onto it but fails several times. Just as she is about to be completely submerged, she finally manages to hook it onto the tree to pull herself out. Meanwhile, the predator follows the same path and finds the buffalo. Naru goes to the nearby river to clean herself up. She then notices a bear and decides to hunt it to prove herself, but her bow breaks. The bear notices her and comes after her. Sari distracts the beast, giving Naru a chance to run for her life and hide beneath a beaver dam. However, the bear still finds her and tries to destroy the dam to get to her. Just then, the predator attacks the bear and the two engage in a fight. The predator ultimately kills the bear, then picks it up and covers himself in its blood. Naru sees this and quickly jumps into the water to swim away. The predator notices her, but decides not to chase her. Naru returns to the forest and comes across members of her tribe, sent by Taabe to find her while he searches the other side of the path. She tells them what she saw, but they don't believe her. When she tries to leave, Wasapi tries to stop her, but she refuses and gets into a fight with him. She almost overpowers him until another member helps him knock her out. The men then tie her up and bring her back to camp while the predator watches them from nearby. They then hear the predator's roar and notice movement in the bushes. They shoot an arrow, only to discover it's just a possum. They all laugh and tease Naru for being scared. At that moment, laser beams target Wasape's chest, and the predator shoots and kills him. The rest immediately prepare for the attack. When the predator comes to retrieve his weapons, the men shoot arrows at him, causing his camouflage cloak to malfunction and reveal himself. The men jump in and begin attacking him while Naru approaches Wasape's body to retrieve her axe and free herself. The predator brutally slaughters everyone and attempts to capture Naru, who manages to run but ends up getting her foot caught in a trap. Soon the predator approaches her but leaves when he sees she is trapped. At the same time, a group of French traders arrives, surprised to find Naru trapped in their trap, and knocks her unconscious. Later, when Naru wakes up, she finds herself in a cage at their camp. She hears Sari coming to find her, but he's also caught. She sees the leader smoking a cigar and realizes they were the ones who skinned the buffalo. Their translator, Raphael, asks Naru about the predator, but she remains silent. The leader then orders his men to bring Tabe out and cuts him from his chest down to his stomach. Naru is shocked to see her brother is captured. After this, Naru and Tabe are tied to a tree to be used as bait for the predator. The French traders set up vantage points to stalk it, but the predator finds them first and begins to slaughter them. Naru and Tabe hear their screams and see the predator approaching. Tabe is worried, but Naru tells him that the predator isn't interested in bait because he enjoys the thrill of hunting. Suddenly, the predator roars as his foot gets caught in a bear trap. The French traders quickly trap him with a net, but he manages to break free and starts killing them one by one with his advanced traps and weapons. Meanwhile, Naru uses her smarts to cut the rope with the trap and frees herself and Tabe. Tabe heads off to find horses while Naru returns to the French camp, where the remaining men are preparing to escape. One of them tries to kill Sari, but Naru fights them off using her impressive skills, killing them all and freeing Sari before sending him to find Tabe. While she tends to her wounds with herbs, Raphael shows up with his leg severed, asking for medical help. He offers to teach Naru how to use a gun in exchange. Naru tends to his wound and gives him the orange flower herb. At this moment, they hear the predator approaching. Naru quickly hides while Raphael pretends to be dead. The predator arrives, but can't see Raphael using thermal detection until he steps on him, causing Raphael to scream and get killed. Naru realizes that the orange flower can make the predator unable to detect him as it reduces his body heat. At that moment, Sari returns, and the predator aims to shoot him. Tabe arrives and knocks off the predator's mask. The laser then aims and fires at the tree instead of Sari. Naru realizes that the arrow follows the laser's direction on the mask instead of the opponent's position. As the predator puts his mask back on, Tabe jumps off the horse and thrusts his spear into him. The predator pulls it out, and the two engage in close combat, with Tabe managing to land some impressive attacks before the predator turns invisible. Tabe tells Naru to run, saying this is as far as he goes. Just then, the predator impales Tabe from behind before aiming at Naru, but Tabe uses his last breaths to distract the predator, giving Naru time to escape. Naru reaches the river and cleans herself up while mourning Tabe. After a while, she notices one of the French traders and knocks him unconscious. When he wakes up, he finds Naru has severed his legs and is using him as bait. Naru takes the orange flower to lower her body temperature and waits for the predator. Later, the predator arrives but doesn't see Naru as he passes right by her. The predator kills the man before Naru shoots him in the head and takes his mask. She then runs into the woods where she sets up a trap. Shortly after, the predator arrives, and Naru jumps on him, engaging in hand-to-hand combat. She manages to cut off his hand using his own weapon, but the predator overpowers her and pins her to the ground. She immediately moves between two rocks to evade a fatal attack and stabs him to break free. With Sari's help, she delivers a blow to him before tying him with a rope and dragging him to the swamp she fell into. However, the predator resurfaces and shoots Naru. Just as she planned, the arrow follows the direction on the mask, ultimately impaling the predator's head and killing him with his own weapon. The next day, Naru returns to the camp with Sari and brings the predator's head. She warns her tribe about the white men and the need to move to a more protected location. The tribe celebrates her victory and makes her the new war chief.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our channel for more videos.